Um, excuse me. Overall, pretty short day today. Been up since 2 this morning. I went duck hunting this morning. Shot a pintail. That was the only duck we killed. Was my first pintail though. I thought I was going to be going hunting tomorrow morning, so I was planning on waking up at 2 again, and then couldn't figure out anywhere to go. We don't have any water, really. Not a whole lot of ducks around here right now. So I was like, well, I'll be able to sleep in tomorrow before church and just kind of catch up on all the sleep that I missed out on today. And then I realized that was kind of the coward's way out. If I can wake up at 2 to go hunt again tomorrow, then I can wake up at 6 or 7 for a good run. So I think I'm about to wrap this up, or wrap tonight up, and then go to bed, wake up at 6 or 7, and hit probably a 2 or 3 mile run. Depends how everything's feeling in the morning. Let's see, I kind of warmed up with the bar, tried to stretch out the adductors some. Butt wink is still back. Took 95 for a few sets, I think just 2, and then I went to 135. Just kind of feeling tight in my hip flexors again. Maybe I need to strengthen those some, do some stretches, I don't know. I'm so tired right now, it's really hard for me to kind of think any of it through. Popped 135 for 8, I believe. And the set of 8 I found interesting. I started to squat more narrow. And the squat form actually felt better. When I go wide, it pinches my hips more. But for some reason, I have this idea that if I squat with a wider stance, my lower back has like less of a chance with rounding. But realistically, I think it's going to round either way. Maybe a little less with the wide stance, but honestly, when I was hitting these narrow stance squats, everything felt better. Everything. I had actually felt something in my back with like the first rep of this set, and I was like, okay, let's change something. So I went narrow, and I mean, it looks pretty good. Kind of hard to tell if the lower back is rounded. I'm pretty sure it does. So maybe I really need to go more narrow instead of trying to squat wide to preserve my back. I don't know. It's interesting. But for deadlift tonight, took the bar for 15, jumped straight to a plate. Popped it for 5, went 185 for 3, and then I think I took 2 plates for 3. Back feels pretty dang solid with this. Ain't gonna lie, 225 felt very heavy. But be honest, I've probably lost some strength. I haven't pulled anything like this in 2, 3, close to 3 months now, probably. Back on these reps, my lower back felt like it was set in concrete. That is something I want to touch on before I close this up. Like in the squat, it's kind of hard for me to feel my back rounding. I feel like I'm almost desensitized to it in that movement pattern, just because I've put in so many reps with my lower back rounding in the squat. Like, I think it's going to happen, always going to happen to some degree, and so you kind of get used to it. But with the deadlifts, there's a lot more strain on like the lower back muscles, and I feel like I can sense a millimeter of movement back there. So that does feel better about the deadlifts. With the squat, I can't really feel it until it's already rounded, popped, and too late. But with this here, with the deadlifts, I can like feel when the pressure is about to be too much and all that. And if anything, I just drop the bar. But yeah, I wanted to touch on that. Lower back just felt like it was set in concrete. Really good feeling, actually. I had planned on doing some light 10-pound deadlifts with a plate just to pump some blood in the back, and I had big plans for doing pull-ups and everything tonight. But it's already like 10:30, 10:40 now, I think. Actually, it's 11 o'clock. And I'm still getting up early in the morning. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow.